My name is Cheryl Cohen, and I'm at Cheryl Cohen Mosaics Art Center in Holliston, Massachusetts. I'm going to talk today about a fun children's activity that you can do with paper mosaics. Now, just in case you don't know what mosaics are, I'm going to show you a glass mosaic, and this has glass and tile, and I'm going to move it like this so you can see the reflection. And the nice thing about using glass and tile is that it is so reflective and you see a lot of texture. At the studio, kids 8 years old and up can cut glass, which is a whole different activity and super fun too. With paper mosaics, if you look really closely, do you see all those little pieces in there? They're all separate pieces. So what I did was I cut them out of these. You know how you get these in the mail all the time, and a lot of times your mom and dad really don't want them very much. These are great. These are just kind of newsletters that, again, always ask your mom and dad if they want them before you use them for a craft. And then I got a really cool birthday card in a very nice yellow envelope. And I also like to use flyers. Like a lot of times they come in nice colors. So what you could do is you could ask your mom, your dad, your grandma, your uncle, wherever you are. You could maybe ask a grown-up if you could even look in the recycle container and kind of recycle supplies that maybe nobody wants anymore. So I'm going to show you real quickly how I did my paper mosaic. First thing I did was I made a picture, and I kept it super simple. It doesn't have to be fancy. Or you can go online, and if you don't want to draw a picture, maybe you can print one out. And it's okay if it has a lot of detail because we're not going to really deal with that very much. If you have a favorite animal, maybe a lizard or something. And then you could even get something a little fancier if you want. Something like this, you'd need a lot of very little pieces of paper, and it would take a much longer amount of time, but they're also really fun. So what I'm going to do is just show you real quickly how I do my paper mosaics. And maybe it's something you would want to try at home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the screen so that you can see my paper. And the first thing I'm going to do is take a scissors and just cut strips of paper. And I'm going to cut all these papers at the same time, may as well. And I'm going to cut a whole bunch, and you can cut more. And then what I do is I take them and I cut them either into rectangles, whoopsie-daisy, or squares. So I take a whole bunch together, and I'll do a few rectangles, I'll do a few squares. Okay. Then you can take any kind of glue. The nice thing about paper mosaics is you don't need a lot of glue because it's paper's super light. So I'm going to put a little glue down here, and I'm going to start arranging my pieces. And what I like to do, you don't have to do, is I like to go around the edge first. And look, there's flowers inside, there's flowers on this picture actually, which is kind of cool. I like to go kind of around the edges first and then fill it in. But again, it's art, and you cannot do art wrong because art is everything. So you don't have to worry about anything being perfect. I try not to worry about things being too perfect because that sometimes takes the fun part out of just playing with art and enjoying it. So that's how you would do a petal. And then you could have a different color in the middle, or you don't have to. And then you can kind of rip them if the pieces are too big. Ta-da! And I did a petal. I'm going to push it all down. All right, so that's how you do it, and that's just how you do one petal. So let's say you wanted to do a butterfly like this. The nice thing is you don't have to worry about, I think I'm just going to use the red part. I don't really want to use the white, but you can use the white. I'm just kind of not feeling like it right now. So I'm going to kind of cut off the colorful part. And what you can do is kind of line it. And again, you don't have to worry about all these lines. You just go right over them and make the butterfly. And you can make the butterfly symmetrical, like the same on both sides, like a mirror image, where I could put red and red and blue and blue and red and red. Or you can just play with it and just do it any way you want and not worry about, not even think about that. It's all good, because art is just whatever you make it. So the other thing I sometimes like to do is take it when I'm done and even cut it out. That way you can kind of smooth out the edges if you like. And that's also another way to do it. So you could cut out your flower or whatever you made, or your lizard, or whatever you like. So you could do that. You could leave it on here. You can draw the background. You can do more paper mosaics. It's all good and it's all fun. So that's my activity for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm going to come back and do a few more. So I hope you join me then too. So it's been fun doing art with you today. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.